Do you identify more as a Democrat or a Republican?
Well, you'd be shocked if I said that in many cases I probably identify more as a Democrat. And I think you'd probably be shocked.
On social issues?
You know, it's interesting. I've been now around long. You know, I think of myself as a young guy, but I'm not so young anymore. And I've been around for a long time. And it just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans. Now, it shouldn't be that way. But if you go back, I mean, it just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats
Well,
than
it
the
certainly
Republicans.
did well under Clinton.
Certainly we had some very good economies under Democrats. We've had some pretty bad disaster under the Republicans.
Who would you like representing the United States in a deal with Iran, with this regime there?
Well, I think you have different people. I think Rudy would do a very good job. He'd be very much more militant. I think Hillary would have. Hillary's always surrounded herself with very good people. I think Hillary would do a good job. Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I live in New York. She lives in New York. And I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. And I think she really works hard. And I think she, again, she's given an agenda that's not all of her, but I think she really works hard, and I think she does a good job. And I like her. I just like her. I like her, and I like her husband. Her husband made a speech on Monday at Mar-a-Lago, and it was very well received. And he's a really good guy, and she's a really good person and woman.
Look at that phone call from Bill Clinton to Donald Trump. The Washington Post reports the conversation happened in late spring. And according to that report, 4 Trump allies and 1 Clinton associate familiar with the exchange said the former president encouraged Trump's efforts to play a larger role in the Republican Party.
Conspiracy theory going around that says that the only reason that Donald Trump is even running for the presidency is to make Republicans look crazy and extreme and ensure that Hillary Clinton will become the next president of these United States. And now there's something that's going to add fuel to the fire of that conspiracy theory. It has been revealed that President Bill Clinton spoke on the phone with Donald Trump immediately prior to Donald deciding to actually run. This is being revealed by an expose by the WashingtonPost.com, who's been speaking to some anonymous aides to both of those men. 4 Trump allies and 1 Clinton associate familiar with the exchange said that Clinton encouraged Trump's efforts to play a larger role in the Republican Party and offered his own views of the political landscape. Now, when asked for a comment on this particular story, Clinton's personal office in New York confirmed that the call occurred in late May, but an aide to Clinton said that the 2016 race was never specifically discussed and that it was only a casual chat.
When you and President Clinton spoke, what did you discuss?
Well, that's none of your business, but it was very routine. And I will say, my mind, when we spoke, I mean, this is where most of it was written incorrectly, my mind was already fully made up. In other words, I was already going to run.
What did you discuss?
Well, that's none of your business. Well, that's none of your business. Well, that's none of your business.
Why wouldn't you want to have a casual chat with Donald Trump? No, of course. If you're speaking with him, you better have a damn good reason. So we also know that the call came as Trump was making a final decision about whether to run, and he was candid about his political ambitions and his potential interest in seeking the White House during the talk, these allies said. So,
I don't know. You know, Donald Trump has been uncommonly nice to Hillary and me. We're all New Yorkers, and
Me too.
And I like him, and I love playing golf with him. But the evidence is pretty clear that President Obama was born in Hawaii. Donald Trump has been uncommonly nice to Hillary and me. We're all New Yorkers, and
Me too.
And I like him, and I love playing golf with him. We're all New Yorkers, and
Me too.
And I like him, and I love playing golf with him. But
Me too.
And I like him, and I love playing golf with him.
Of the 4, who's the best?
Well, Bush 41, Clinton, Bush 43, or Obama.
And why?
I would really say Clinton, probably. I would have to say Clinton.
And why?
There was a little spirit. Frankly, he would have been, had he not met Monica, had he not met Paula, had he not met various and sundry semi-beautiful women, he would have had a much better deal going. Do you agree with that, Joe? He would have had a much better...
I didn't get a phone call from Bill Clinton before I jumped in the race. Did any of you get a phone call from Bill Clinton? I didn't.
No, your mum did the best impersonation of Trump on SNL on Saturday. Wasn't it great? It was so much fun. What did you make of that?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic. I think my mom is hilarious. And
I think we're learning that.
Yeah, so that's what makes me
humor is
so
really coming out.
grateful about that moment. Because I think that more people, like you, like clearly the people behind us, now are seeing that she is really funny, and I've known that my whole life.
I read you're actually very good friends with Ivanka, aren't you?
I am very good friends with Ivanka, and I love Ivanka, and I think that friendship always trumps politics, and that's how it should be.
Is it going to make it more challenging to hold on to your friendship, do you think?
No, I don't think so. It hasn't been so far, and I don't think that it would be in the future.
Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years.
You support her?
I don't want to get into this because I'll get myself into trouble, but I just like her.
That's why I asked you to see me
I
into
know.
trouble.
I just like her. I like her, and I like her husband.
Miss Hillary. Hillary is the worst, look, easily. She's the worst Secretary of State in the history of our country. She's going to be beaten, and I'm the one to beat her.
Win, but I want to win as the Republican. I want to run as the Republican nominee.
So tonight you can't say if another one of these...
This is what's wrong. I mean, This is what's wrong. He buys and sells politicians of all stripes. He's already, hey, look, he's already hedging his bet on the Clintons, okay? So if he doesn't run as a Republican, maybe he supports Clinton, or maybe he runs as an independent.
Okay.
But I'd say that he's already hedging his bets because he's used to buying politicians.
Actually, it was vintage Trump, He has been, believe it or not, uncommonly nice to Hillary and me. He thought Hillary was a good senator for New York after 9/11.
Right.
And he's one of the many Republicans who supported our foundation before they got the memo.
Not only has Trump bankrolled Hillary, he's also supported Democrats like Chuck Schumer, Harry Reid, and Anthony Weiner, amongst others. Trump is the Teflon candidate. His support only increases when he's attacked. Megyn Kelly handing Trump the chance to make politically incorrect statements only boosted his populist street cred. Notice how Fox failed to nail Trump on his key weakness, the fact that he's flip-flopped on just about every issue imaginable.
Well, I'm very pro-life and feel strongly about it. I'm very pro-choice.
It was left to Carly Fiorina to call Trump out during the earlier debate that hardly anyone even watched.
Since he has changed his mind on amnesty, on health care, and on abortion, I would just ask, what are the principles by which he will govern?
And yes, in many ways Trump is likable. He's a great public speaker. He makes populist statements that other politicians are afraid to say. But I think we've been down that road before, and it didn't turn out so good. Trump's whole shtick is posing as an anti-establishment candidate, but his cozy relationship with the Clintons clearly suggests he's the opposite of that. Trump is also the only candidate who refuses to rule out going third party, just as Ross Perot's third party run in 1992 ended up helping, you guessed it, the Clintons. The message is clear for conservatives. If you want Hillary Clinton to become the next president, then carry on supporting Donald Trump.
How do we let him get away with it, folks?